We wanted to understand how leadership changes at the U of A resonate with some students, along with some of their concerns. We got that insight from the presidents of the university's student-led organizations, Marie Teemant with the Graduate and Professional Student Council, and Natalynn Masters with the Associated Students of the U of A. One of the areas that probably does cause some difference between the two of you and your organizations is, for example, the guaranteed tuition rate program, which affects undergrads but not graduate students.
2001, resident tuition was just under $2,500, and now it's $12,000.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's very, very important. It's a great move that the university has instilled a program in which you're guaranteed the tuition you came in with. This is particularly important for graduate students, and they need to apply that to graduate students. International students in particular have to secure their funding at home. So whatever finances that they get, whatever loans they receive in their home country, and they're not able to apply for more. But there also needs to be strides in bringing that tuition back down to a more reasonable level, because as much as we can use that as a benchmark of undergraduate resident students and that growth in the last 15 years, the reality is that historically graduate and professional student tuition increases have been a higher percentage than that of undergraduate.
And Natalynn, despite the tuition hikes, we've still seen a steady increase of undergrads who want to come to the University of Arizona and who eventually graduate. So it's not a deterrent.
No, definitely not. And I think the guaranteed tuition kind of helps ease that burden. Is once you start at the university, you know what you're signing up for and you know what your payment's going to be each semester for the semesters that they give you. And having that gives a lot of peace of mind to students and to parents. I know a lot of parents love the idea of having all of the numbers in front of them so they can budget and plan appropriately to send their students to get that education.
Let's switch directions now. This year, the University of Arizona was in the national spotlight for a variety of reasons. Either one of you hearing from students directly saying that this is not the University of Arizona that I thought I was enrolled at?
I don't think students have taken it that far with that notion, but they definitely, with the news coming out, students are looking at administration, looking at the university to see what next steps they want to take. We're waiting to see, okay, so it happened, so what are we going to do to prevent this from the future, and how are we moving towards this identity, and how do we want to have a better image for our university?
Marie?
I think the students I've most heard those sentiments from, there tends to be an attachment to my fees and tuition is being increased, I'm not getting the benefits or the GA pay. Graduate assistants, teaching assistants, research assistants, depending on the department or the college, the amount of income vastly varies. So a lot of the times when something comes out in the news and we see how much is being paid out for those situations, there is a sentiment of, I can't make ends meet, and here's what else is happening on campus, even if the two aren't directly connected.
There's some new opportunities also coming to the University of Arizona by way of the strategic plan that Dr. Robbins plans to announce later this fall. When we talk about the growth that's coming to the University of Arizona, Dr. Robbins says we need to push the envelope a bit. He wants to be a little bit more selective with the students and gain some new levels of respect here at the university and the institution and athletics as well. Is that sentiment shared by students, or is there some fear that this university will change?
When you talk about Dr. Robbins and selecting higher quality students and ensuring that we're selecting students who are college ready, I love that sentiment, but I'm very critical of what that means for our diverse populations on campus, and what does that mean? Are we still recruiting students of color? How are we retaining them? Because that's kind of something that I personally am affected by as a woman of color on campus, and being at a predominantly white institution. I always challenge to make sure that simply because we're recruiting students, we want to make sure that we're recruiting diverse students to our campus, and we are creating that culture that allows them to flourish here.
This year, the university celebrated being named a Hispanic Serving Institute. Good step in the right direction?
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely. And the great thing about being an HSI, Hispanic Serving Institution, is you have to reapply every single year to get that status. And so it kind of holds us to be accountable to ensure that we're putting the money and the money we get for being an HSI towards helping that group on campus.
Marie, the Graduate Professional Student Council will also be watching how this strategic plan really unfolds.
Absolutely. We've been very vocal about wanting to make sure that graduate students are named in the strategic plan. The last strategic plan, they were not. Many of the student initiatives, even in this strategic plan, as far as the drafts that I've seen or the initiatives that I've seen picked up, really apply to undergraduate students, but I know that we've been pushing and having discussions with Dr. Robbins and the strategic plan team about ensuring that graduate and professional students are considered